You know that coffee you're drinking, or the medicine you rely on, or maybe that designer bag you saved up for? Have you ever really stopped to think about their secret life before they got to you? The journey our products take is often a complete mystery, kind of like a hidden path, where things can and do go wrong. But what if there was a way to just pull back that curtain? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. And I mean, really think about it. You see a label, right? It says organic, sustainably sourced, or genuine, and you trust it. We all do. But could you prove it? Right now, if we're being honest, the answer is probably no. The true story of what you buy is almost always hidden from view. And here's the reason why. Modern supply chains are these incredible global marvels of logistics, but they're also super fragmented. A single product can pass through dozens of hands across different continents, and each one has its own separate, often paper-based system. It's kind of chaotic. All this creates what we call a black box, where seeing the true end-to-end journey of a product is basically impossible. Now, this black box isn't just a mystery. It creates huge real-world problems. With no transparency, we can't trace contaminated food quickly. It's the perfect environment for counterfeit goods to slip into the market. And that fair trade sticker on your coffee? Well, it's based on some paper certificate from halfway around the world that you have absolutely no way of verifying yourself. You just have to, well, trust. But what if we could just smash open that black box? What if we could build a single, shared, honest story for every single product? This is where a pretty revolutionary technology comes into play. It's called blockchain, and it was basically designed to create that chain of truth. Okay, let's forget all the complex tech jargon for a minute. For what we're talking about, the idea is actually beautifully simple. Just think of blockchain as a shared digital receipt book. Everybody involved, the farmer, the shipper, the store, they all get an identical, unchangeable copy. And once an entry is made, it's sealed forever. No one, and I mean no one, can go back and secretly change it. And this right here just lays out the difference so clearly. On the left, you've got our current systems. They're walled off, they're easy to manipulate, and they're slow. But on the right, you've got the blockchain model. It's totally transparent because everyone sees the same ledger. It's tamper-proof because of some really clever cryptography, and it's lightning fast, letting us trace a product's entire history in just a few seconds. Okay, so theory is great, but what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's make it concrete. We're going to trace the journey of something we all know and see how this works. Let's call it the honest egg. So check this out. Every step you see here builds an unbreakable chain of proof. It starts at the farm, where the eggs get a digital birth certificate. Then, in the truck, sensors automatically log the temperature. That's proof they were kept safe. At the plant, quality checks get locked in. So by the time you're standing in the store, a quick scan of a QR code lets you see that entire, unbroken journey for yourself. So how long does it take to trace that egg's whole life story, all the way back to the farm, through the truck, through the plant? Seconds. Just seconds. And in a food recall situation, that speed isn't just about being efficient, it's about saving lives. Now, this is obviously a game changer for food safety, but what's really cool is that the exact same logic gives us a powerful new weapon in the fight against counterfeits. We're talking about protecting us from fakes in everything from luxury goods to life-saving medicines. The key concept here is something called a digital twin. Just imagine this. The second a luxury handbag is made, it's paired with a totally unique, unforgeable digital certificate that lives on the blockchain. It's basically a digital passport for that one specific item, and it's a passport that can never, ever be faked. So as this bag moves from the factory all the way to your hands, its digital passport gets stamped at every single stop. Every time it's sold, that transfer of ownership is recorded on the blockchain, creating this perfect ironclad history. This isn't just a record, it's called provenance. So when you go to buy it and you scan that tag, you're not just trusting the salesperson, you are verifying the entire authentic story of that bag yourself. So what's the big picture here? What does all this mean? Well, this isn't just about eggs and handbags. This technology is really about a fundamental shift in trust itself. We're moving from a world of just believing in promises to a new world of actually verifying the proof. But, and this is important, this technology is not magic. There's a really old saying in computer science, garbage in, garbage out. See, the blockchain will perfectly and permanently secure whatever data is put on it, but it has no way of knowing if that data was true in the first place. If somebody lies, the blockchain will just perfectly and permanently record that lie. So, the real solution isn't just blockchain alone. It's a whole ecosystem of trust. First, you need things like automated sensors to capture real-world data without a person messing with it. Second, you lock that data onto the blockchain so it's tamper-proof. And third, you give everyone an easy window to see that data, like a simple QR code. You really need all three parts working together. And this is the real revolution. This is the shift. We are moving away from the old way, where you just had to blindly trust a label, to a whole new way, where you can verify the facts for yourself. A brand doesn't just get to promise you something is fair trade. You can scan and see the actual, unchangeable record of payment to the farmer. Promises become proof. So, I'll just leave you with this one thought. What if every single product label out there could actually prove its own promise? What would that future of total transparency really mean for the brands we trust, for the products we all buy, and for the world we share?